So Bethesda decided to drop an absolute bomb on us and release Oblivion Remastered. And as someone who's never beaten Oblivion, I jumped on this the second it was available. The only Elder Scrolls games I've played are Skyrim and Elder Scrolls Online, so I was very excited to play a remaster of one of the best RPGs of all time and experience Cyrodiil with updated graphics and the same shenanigans that it's always had. The game has 38 bronze trophies, 11 silver, and 1 gold, and including our platinum, that brings our total trophy count to 51. There are DLC trophies for the Shivering Isles, but I'm not including that in this video. My plan is to do all of the side content first and then knock out the main story. But of course, exploration got the better of me and I didn't stick to the path, at least for now. So let's rediscover Cyrodiil and become its champion. Holy shit, this got me geeked up, I can't lie. Oh, we just jumped right into the character creation. Okay, I guess it looks, I mean, a little bit like me, but like I said, I'm not gonna go crazy. And there we go, we're in the game. Right away, this guy is talking shit. Don't worry, buddy, you're gonna get what's coming to you. And then the king himself comes into our cell and tells us we're soulmates. Wait, I think that's the wrong game. So like, can I go with y'all? Or is that not a thing?
Protect yourself.
I don't have a weapon. What do you mean? They have enchanted weapons? Hey, let me get one of them. Now, I might not have played Oblivion, but Skyrim. Oh, I could fuck up some Skyrim. What the f? Oh, hell no. I'm beating rats to death. I don't think I'm gonna mess around too much with stuff in this game in terms of like spells, archery. I think I'm just really gonna just get a big ass sword and just kill everything. Oh shit, zombie. Now I got the pre-order pack that gives me like a bunch of or not pre-order pack, but the deluxe edition pack, which gave me like some DLC weapons and stuff, and I wonder when I get access to those because I want to use them. After regrouping with everyone, we're able to choose our birth sign, and I chose the warrior. Protect the emperor. Damn, I don't want to mess with you, Glenroy. We about to watch bro get slimed out. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, bro, you're cooked. I can't defend you. I'm sorry. Before the Emperor dies, he tells us to take the Amulet of Kings to Joffrey, who can help us find his last son, which is Martin. Yeah. GG. Hey, sorry, twin. Can I loot the Emperor? You must now choose your class. 3 major skills of your class will start higher than your other skills and will be easier to increase. Yeah, I just ended up going with the Crusader. I'm able to make my way through the rest of the sewers and finally enter outside and get into the open world of Oblivion. Hey, wait, that's the Skyrim logo. All right, let's go. Yes, escape the Imperial Sewers. There's our first trophy. Escape the Imperial Sewers, main quest beginning. Now we are in the open world. Oh my god, this is unreal. The music, everything. I feel like I'm in 2007 again. And then I spent the better half of, I want to say, around 2 hours just exploring and going through caves, dungeons, all that stuff. I will say though, a lot of the dungeons and caves felt really repetitive, which is to be understood because there's only so much you can do, especially if this is a remaster of an old game. It's not that big of a deal. However, some of them are so confusing and it took me a while to figure out how to get out of some of them. Also, another thing I would have preferred they added to this game was when dungeons are complete, they're actually marked completed on your map like they are in Skyrim. I feel like that could have been a pretty easy change that they implemented into this one. But again, that's just a nitpicky issue. I'm not too concerned about that. It just would have been a nice little touch. After my exploration is over, I finally make it to Chorrol. Chorrol? Chorrol? How the f do you say this? I tell Joffrey that I have the Amulet of Kings. And of course he doesn't believe me because why would he? But after we tell him the Emperor's last words, he then believes us. Alright, well, that was easy. Then we learn about one of the main antagonists in this game, Mehrunes Dagon. And after some more dialogue, we learn of Martin, who is the Emperor's son, and where he is located, and that is where we head, just a little bit outside the city of Kvatch. But I take a little detour and join the Fighters Guild to earn a trophy. Okay, well, I mean, there's another trophy, real easy. Associate Fighters Guild. Join the Fighters Guild. The very first mission for the Fighters Guild has me take on fucking mountain lions. If this is the first task, I don't know if I want to continue with the rest of them. What the f? There's no mountain lion in your basement. I literally just killed it. What the f? Why is there another one? All right, we should get a trophy here. Yeah, Apprentice, Fighters Guild. Reach Apprentice rank in the Fighters Guild. Oh my god, this music is so good. Like, just listen. One thing I have learned about this game is that it's not, at least on the PS5, it lags a lot. It just doesn't have very good optimization, but I can definitely look past that. That's not that big of a deal for me. All right, bet. So we're gonna get a promotion. And there's a trophy, Journeyman Fighters Guild. Reach Journeyman rank in the Fighters Guild. Okay, so now I gotta go to Coral. So how the guilds work in this game is you do a bunch of little tasks for the guild before you get to the actual quest line. And most of them are interesting. Besides the arena, all you really do in there is just beat the shit out of people. But the start of this quest line really starts with this shitter, Maglier, because he dropped a task from the guild and I picked up the slack for him. Okay, so I'm not gonna go scavenging for ectoplasm right now, so I'm going to continue on with the main quest until I feel like doing more side stuff. What the fuck did I get myself into? Eventually, I make my way to the Chapel of Akatosh and find Martin, who we dropped a bomb on, and tell him that he is the Emperor's son. Yes, Martin, I did speak to the Emperor before he died. I would know. I was there. And we also throw a little gaslighting in there, I see. I kind of like it. Then I destroy the Oblivion Gate and become the hero of Kavach. What the fuck is going on? There is a trophy, close an Oblivion Gate. Close an Oblivion Gate main quest. Oh my god, this looks so bad right now. There's not even a lot going on, but it just looks terrible. Get me out. What? Why do you... The f is your problem? The f. Martin finally trusts us enough to come to Wendian Priory and speak with Joffrey, but there's a problem. The Amulet of Kings has been taken by the Mythic Dawn. And that leads us to our next objective, heading to the Cloud Ruler Temple and keeping Martin safe. This place is actually super sick and will act as the base of operations for the rest of the main story. And then we get our overall objective that we're doing all of this for, is getting the Amulet of Kings, giving it to Martin, so he can light the dragon fires and stop the Oblivion invasion and stop Mehrunes Dagon. And the first step is invading the Mythic Dawn cult by finding these 4 books that we need. I low-key bullied this elf into giving me volume 3. I get volume 4 off this dead body, and then a trophy for interacting with this tomb. There's another trophy. Located the Shrine of Dagon. Located the Shrine of Dagon main quest. How did I end up here? I'll be taking this, thank you very much. Now how the hell am I supposed to talk to you, bruh? Man.
What have you learned?
There we go. Hey, it all works out, right? Now it's time to do all the side content. I start off with finishing the Fighters Guild, which I think has the weakest storyline in the entire game. But the trophies that I earned for the Fighters Guild are Protector, Defender. Wait, aren't those the same thing? Don't, dude, what are you doing? Dude, what are you doing? Warder. Oh, what the fuck? Well, what the Guardian, then demoted back down to Defender. And that reminds me of the time when one of the top managers when I worked at Chick-fil-A got demoted all the way down to team member. It's pretty fucked up. But after a few more quests, I earned the rank of champion, and then after the final quest, I earned the trophy for completing the Fighters Guild. But most importantly, I get to deal with Maglier's bitch ass finally. Okay, so I kind of did a thing. I don't know what those bodies are though, ignore those. But anyway, I went and got the Umbra Sword and armor set because I thought it was really fucking cool. And I also leveled up a bit of my skills. I got 75 blade, 53 hand to hand. And yeah, those are like the notable ones, but I'm going to start the arena quest line now and knock this all out because I think it's the fastest and probably the easiest quest line. And there is our first trophy, Pit Dog Arena. Join the arena in the Imperial City. The arena questline only took me about an hour, and there's not really a story to it, you just beat the shit out of people. There are a few tricky fights where you have to fight 3 people at once. That can be pretty annoying. The trophies that we earn for the arena are Brawler, Bloodletter, Myrmidon, Warrior, Gladiator, Hero, Champion, and finally, Grand Champion. Honestly, we should have some sort of arena, you know? I guess we have like UFC and boxing and stuff like that, but I don't think that's the same. I guess what we can do is just put all the locals in one tournament and see who wins. Like Nova Online, World of T-shirts, like all those guys, and just see who wins. I think that would be so funny. Is that kind of fucked up? That might be fucked up. All right, well, there was the arena quest done. That was really fast. I got this cool piece of armor from it. But let's move on to the next thing. I think next up, I'm going to do a bit of magic and join the Mages Guild. I figured I would do the Mages Guild because I just want to get it out of the way. I'm not a mage, so I'm not going to be using like any magic unless I really have to. I want to join the Mages Guild.
You're up to it? You seem a little slow.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes, I want to join the guild. Whoa, it's 2025. You can't be saying that. There we go. There's a trophy. Associate Mages Guild. Join the Mages Guild. I think... Am I about to get approached by a Dark Brotherhood? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to start the Dark Brotherhood questline, but I'm not going to actually start it. For the first part of the Mages Guild questline, we have to get recommendations from each town's guild hall, which takes a decent amount of time, I won't lie.
And try it on.
Cool. Apprentice Mages Guild. Reached apprentice rank in the Mages Guild. Oh, and did I mention that those string of quests was just to join the Mages Guild? The cool thing about the guild though is that it's about necromancers and vampires and shit. And our first quest is getting wood so we can make our own special staff. And after we do that, we get a trophy. And honestly, it feels like every quest we got an advancement, and it doesn't take too long before we wrap up the whole story and kill the King of Worms. Why are you so small? Unless I'm just really tall. Okay, yeah, you're not that small. I was just standing on this. Okay.
Follow me.
Oh shit. This isn't looking good. Oh my god. Oh, he survived. Okay. Wait, what? Never mind, he's not. Oh shit. Anyway, we continue earning the trophies for the Mages Guild and defeat the King of Worms to complete the quest line. Traven, where are you going? What? Why did he do that? Oh, so we could fill the soul gem? Interesting. Okay. Let's deal with Mana Marco and finish this quest line. You just a bitch. Are you running too? Hell nah. Yeah, you just a bitch. I've killed the King of Worms. Oh, yeah, don't I get like access? I can like make potions and shit now. I'm probably not gonna do that. There's our trophy, Archmage, Mages Guild. Complete the Mages Guild quest line. That just leaves two more side ones. We got the Thieves Guild and we have the Dark Brotherhood, which I'm really excited to jump into. I want to save those for last. All right, let's just get right into the Dark Brotherhood quest line. Oh, Rufio. Aha. You dream of someone sleeping peacefully in his bed when a shadowy, gaunt figure silently enters the room. Approaching the bed, the figure leans down and sinks its fangs into the sleeping person. After a few moments, the pale figure rises, blood dripping down his chin as color flows back into the vampire's face and his features fill out. You recognize the face as your own. You awake screaming. My life for the Brotherhood.
To the family.
Hey, thanks, man. I'm glad to be here. And there's our trophy, Murderer, Dark Brotherhood. Join the Dark Brotherhood. Oh, there it is.
What is the color of night?
Sanguine, my brother. Thank you. They get the best armor in the every single Elder Scrolls game is always the Dark Brotherhood gear. The Dark Brotherhood gear is always so sick. Come on, you can't really touch this armor. I can't lie. Even like Umbra's set is cool, but I don't know. I don't think anything touching this Dark Brotherhood. I must now kill. Bitch. Wait. What you mean? What you mean? Oh my god, I do like no damage with this blade. Okay, well that didn't go as planned, but it's fine. Hey, wake up, bitch. Who said you go back to sleep? What? Nah, who said you go back to sleep, bro? Hello. Oh, there we go. There's our trophy, Slayer, Dark Brotherhood. Reach Slayer rank into the Dark Brotherhood. Oh my god. Okay. You dream of walking through the cool night air. Your body cries for blood, having not fed for days. Weakly, you stumble to a small pool. As you bend down to it, you see that it is not water in the pool, but warm, fresh blood. Steam rising off of it. You lower your head to drink, but cannot open your mouth, as you realize in horror that your lips have been sewn shut. A pair of cold, white hands reach out from the pool and draw you under. What the f? Thinks he's safe in prison. A prisoner recently escaped. Okay, so I gotta go to the prison. Is this the guy that was like bullshitting at the beginning of the game? Talking shit to me? Yeah, and this is the guy. That's actually hilarious that I'm back here to kill him. Because he was talking hellish shit at the beginning of the game. I'm gonna f you up. I'm taking damage.
Are you not feeling well?
How am I taking what the f? What's going on? How am I taking damage? What's going on? Is it the weapon? Because I'm a vampire, so I can't be out during the day. That's why I'm taking damage. In your dream, an old wise woman treats you for burns on your hands. As she applies a salve to your skin, you feel the tingle of magic as the pain begins to subside. But as you watch, the flesh of your hands begins to bubble, crack, and split, falling in chunks to the floor of her hut. As the wise woman smiles, you wake up. Jesus Christ. Hello. There we go. There is another trophy. Eliminator Dark Brotherhood. Reach Eliminator rank in the Dark Brotherhood. Ooh. Cure my vampirism, please. Thank you. There we go. Now I can freely be out in the sun again without taking damage.
You're a good friend.
I don't even know you.
I think you should leave.
I think you should shut the fuck up. There we go. There's assassin at Dark Brotherhood. Reach assassin rank in the Dark Brotherhood.
Is why you must
Whoa.
break one of the tenets you have
I have to
sworn
kill it.
uphold.
What? I have to kill all of them? So we take care of everyone in the Dark Brotherhood sanctuary, which was sad, but it paid off because we got Shadowmere. There we go. Silencer, Dark Brotherhood. Reach Silencer rank in the Dark Brotherhood. And now starts the long line of picking up a job, eliminating the target, then doing that like 10 times it feels like. But apparently I wasn't supposed to do that. Someone has been sabotaging my contract, so now I gotta find out who that was. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Mommy. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? What the fuck? They killed him? Hey, as long if I get a trophy, I don't care who I serve. There's our trophy, Speaker, Dark Brotherhood. Reach Speaker rank. My god.
Night Mother hold you in her cold embrace.
May we forever serve
They
the
done
Night Mother.
massacred, bro. Oh my goodness. And that leads us to the Night Mother and ultimately ending the Dark Brotherhood questline. And we find out that the traitor is Matthew Bellamont. Not very menacing at all. And there is our trophy for completing the Dark Brotherhood questline. And then we just have to join one more questline, which is the Thieves Guild. Ooh, we already got a promotion. There we go, Footpad Thieves Guild, reach Footpad rank in the Thieves Guild. Now, with the Thieves Guild, periodically, I have to steal things and so do a fence that only takes these stolen goods, and that essentially is how we unlock new quests for the guild. And eventually, after the repetitiveness, I earn the trophies Bandit, Prowler, and one thing that I thought was funny was that we have to sneak into the Archmage's chambers to the Mages Guild, but I'm the Archmage. So I'm planting something in my own chambers, and then what? I'm supposed to be surprised? Anyway, I earned the Shadowfoot trophy, and then we get a date with the Grey Fox, which I won't lie, not what I was expecting in the slightest. And that starts the real questline, which is super cute and sweet of us getting different pieces of gear to infiltrate the Imperial City and get to his wife that he left, and after all these years finally goes back to her, for a little bit. But the trophies that I earned from that are Master Thief and Guild Master. And there is our trophy, Guildmaster Thieves Guild. Complete the Thieves Guild questline. But now there is one last questline that we have to do, and that is the main questline. This shouldn't take too long, probably like a few hours. But I saved this for last just so we can knock out the story and get the platinum at the same time. And for the main questline, we have to get and do certain things to open the door to Paradise. And that includes getting a Daedric artifact, which I get a trophy for, closing an Oblivion gate in all the major cities, which took way too long, get Tiber Septim's armor, do the second coolest thing in this game and close a huge Oblivion gate that was really 3 gates, but I mean, look at how cool this is. And after, I earn a trophy. Yeah, there we go. Trophy, destroyed the Great Gate. Destroyed the Great Gate main quest. And now it's time to finally go to Paradise. Wait, this is actually really nice. This is crazy. I don't want to kill this guy. I like his paradise. I don't want to destroy this. It's got deer and shit. After a very anticlimactic fight with Mankar, I get the Amulet of Kings, give it to Martin, and then we head to the Imperial City for one last stand against Mehrunes Dagon. With a valiant sacrifice from Emperor Martin, he turns into a fucking dragon and stops Mehrunes Dagon, and I'm just gonna let this play out because it's so cool.
The amulet is shattered. Dagon is defeated. With the dragon's blood and the Amulet of Kings, we have sealed the gates of Oblivion forever. The last of the Septims passes now into history. I go gladly, for I know my sacrifice is not in vain. I take my place with my father and my father's fathers. The Third Age has ended, and a new age dawns. When the next Elder Scroll is written, you shall be its scribe. The shape of the future, the fate of the Empire. These things, now belong to you.
Martin shattered the Amulet of Kings and transformed himself into an avatar of Akatosh, the dragon god of time. In dragon form, he banished Mehrunes Dagon to Oblivion and ended the Oblivion crisis and then vanished. Whether he is dead or has ascended to join his ancestor Tiber Septim, no one knows. God damn. I actually don't know where he is. Woo, I am champion of Cyrodiil. Alright, well, I mean, I thought that there would be like an ending cutscene or something, or like an end credit scene, or credits in general, but I guess there's not. And I earned the last trophy in the middle of that cutscene. But yeah, there it is. Worldly God becomes Cyrodiil's greatest hero. That was so much fun. I love that game. The story was really good, and I liked all the side content. The only thing I would, I guess, have a gripe about is just sometimes the frame rate wasn't the best. But you know, that's whatever. I can look past that. But overall, really good. I really like that game. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.